Hello and welcome back to my channel. So today Thorpe Park have just released a Fright Nights teaser. I've just watched the Jack Silkstone Fright Nights behind the scenes from last year where he did a bit of a tease to I think he mentioned like the word toy at one point, and from some of the construction we've been seeing of the new maze. Looks like it's going to be kind of like toy themed in a way, like almost like a toy shop in a way. I've been seeing some like props from past rides and attractions and stuff at Thorpe, like the X No Way Out car. We've been seeing other little bits as well. So they just released a teaser video. It says teaser 1, so that means there's probably going to be multiple teasers, so that'll be fun for me, even more work. But, you know, I just thought I might as well cover them this year, the Fright Nights ones. I'll probably be covering the Scarefest ones as well, there's announcements for that. So we've got a teaser video on YouTube here. I'm a bit late to it, it's about an hour ago when it was released, because I say I was catching up on the Jack Silkstone behind the scenes documentary. So we've got a description here. It says, it's time to meet the next twisted disciple of fear. So if you've seen at Thorpe Park, they've been doing like, they had the character Fear, which was like this amalgamation of fear, I guess, and then he has like different disciples. So last year we got the locksmith, who was a really cool character, and this year we're getting the toy maker. Very interesting. Kind of reminds me of like Doctor Who with the Celestial Toy Maker. If anyone gets that reference, I don't know. But yeah, so the Toy Maker, so that kind of links into all the teasers we had at that. I think with the Jack Silkstone documentary as well, we saw like there was like a teddy bear on it. So yeah, that kind of links to toys, the Toy Maker. I don't know whether that's actually going to link to the maze or whether that's just going to be the character we're going to get for this year's event. It's time to meet the next twisted disciple of fear, the Toy Maker. She may look like butter, wouldn't melt, but trust us, she's not as sweet as she may look. Very clever. It's time to rally your crew, summon your fearless spirit, and embrace the darkness at Thorpe Park Fright Nights, the home of fear. So that's interesting. So yeah, the character's going to be the Toy Maker. I don't know whether this is going to reveal one of the attractions or whether this is just revealing the Toy Maker as the character, but yeah, it'll be very interesting to see, so let's take a look.
It's now 8:46 and the Emporium is almost ready for business.
An Emporium.
We're expecting quite the queue, so I want to see the store in tip-top shape. I've pulled a few strings this evening and filled in some additional playmates.
We've got a doll.
Friend, a warm and cuddly welcome. I need not remind you our unconventional.
Ooh, that's Coraline, eh? Oh, Exodus. Okay. I like all the dolls and toys in the background as well. Oh no. Ooh.
I do hope they become accustomed to our ways. Now, lights on, no toying around.
Toying around. Nice.
Let the fun begin.
Okay. So that's the first teaser. As I said, I don't know whether that's going to be the new... I'm assuming that's going to be the new maze, so we're going to probably get trailers, survival games, and whatever this new maze is, the Toy Maker's Emporium, I guess, because that's what it said. I'm going to have to re-go over that again because, yeah, I missed most of it, I think. I missed most of it talking, but yeah, now we'll probably go over frame by frame. There is also a sort of like a code at the bottom here, which I think is where it's the new maze or whatever's going to be located. So I'm assuming this is a trailer for the maze. We haven't had a name for it yet, though, so maybe each teaser is going to show them a little bit more of it, possibly. Not sure, but yeah. Or it might be like in the first year where they had like a few teasers of fear, and then they had like one video announcing all the attractions. So it could be like that. But yeah, so I'm just going to go through probably frame by frame. I'm going to do a map pat and go through frame by frame and just listen to a bit more of the audio this time because I was talking over a bit of it. But yeah, let's go through and break it down, I guess. So it says HTE on there. I don't know whether that's just like the brand of speaker or whether that's, you know, an actual reference. I mean, the E could be Emporium. Maybe like H Toy Maker Emporium. Hattie's Toy Maker. Oh, Hattie and Hugo, maybe? Toy Maker Emporium? I don't know. You can see like a lot of toys in the background, obviously creepy dolls, Nutcracker there. So let's just listen to the audio again. So dear workers, so that's suggesting that you are, it almost gives me like a vibe of Creek Freak in a way where you're going in as an employee, as a worker. So I guess being a worker for the toy shop, I guess.
It's now 8:46 and the Emporium is almost ready for business.
8:46. Is there any? Oh, there we go. Howell's Toy Emporium, right? So yeah, so that was relevant. Howell's Toy Emporium. Okay, so I'm assuming she's Howell, Mrs. Howell. I don't know, but yeah, you can see sort of like blanked out here. She's holding a teddy bear. Oh, ventriloquist dummy. That'll be good in the maze if we get that. And porcelain dolls and stuff. Always good, you know, with the attic you have porcelain dolls. 7 dolls in trailers, that's always really good. So yeah, getting that in this will be a really good thing. I think I'm actually really going to enjoy this as well, because I think with survival games last year it was a bit of a disappointment for me just because of the throughput, and I got through the maze way too quick. With this one I think they can take the time more and really, like, you know, make it really good story wise as well, because I think with survival games I didn't really care for the story that much. I'm assuming there's no Easter eggs on the plugs here, but yeah, so Howell's Toy Emporium. I love that I'm just going over this frame by frame, it's awesome. Just go back a sec, I'll actually go frame by frame. I think it's, there we go, see it's comma and full stop to go frame by frame. Right, so got a bit of tea, some, ooh, what are they called again? French fancies, are they? Is that what they're called? Bit of cotton here for her to make her dolls with, I guess. Buttons, we saw someone getting the Coraline treatment and getting button eyes. So that's interesting. Interesting that this is like a red liquid as well. Is she drinking blood? I don't know, I'm just trying to find anything that's spooky. But yeah. We're expecting quite the queue. Hopefully they might actually be able to get queues a little bit down this year, because they're doing this thing with 2 separate tickets. You can either get an afternoon ticket or an evening one, but they're making the evening one more expensive and you can't get a discount. I think that's because they want to try and discourage people from going in the evening so they can even out the queues a bit more. Hopefully that works. This is the bear that looks like she was holding in the photo. Obviously got a sewing machine as well. I don't know whether that has any specific meaning. Mug? I don't know. I would assume that this is a prop that was bought. I don't think they made this with this embroidering. Maybe they did, I don't know, but yeah, I'd find that unlikely.
I want to see the store in tip-top shape. I've pulled a few strings.
This is cool. So yeah, and this outfit reminds me of the attic, you know, with like some of the maze hosts will wear like outfits like this, but as you can see she's got almost like the ventriloquist dummy mouth there. We've got like a little penguin doll in the background. But yeah, this is going to be, if we have some characters like this in the maze, I think that would be really cool. And I think a good thing as well would be not knowing what's real and what's not. It's like what's you know, an inanimate prop and what's an actual actor will be really interesting. And her like kind of using it as like a marionette, that's really cool in the background. And actually the costume that she's wearing reminds me of from Birthday Bash. They have their mother-in-law, one of the, I can't remember what the hosts' names are. That's really bad. I really like Birthday Bash. But yeah, the kind of grandmother character, the mother-in-law, the old woman that was in Birthday Bash. This looks like the same outfit, so maybe they're reusing that. I'm assuming it's not the same character, but yeah, I'm really liking this character of the toy maker. Very interesting.
Let's give our newest friend a warm and cuddly welcome.
Right, so let's see. She's got a box here. Feels like it should have some meaning. Does that say farts? I don't see why it would. I don't know. That's what I'm reading there. Sucks? Or I don't know. But this is possibly like what she uses to get all the materials, tools from. And she's clearly drawing a design here. I think we get a better shot of this in a bit. Some good makeup effects as well. I'm assuming this is all like makeup effects that they've added. It looks really good. And yeah, like a twisted, these kind of like twisted doll characters will be really good to get. That looks really terrifying. Oh, hold on. So I'm just going to go back. So, needle. Yeah, see her threading in an eye, tying to a chair. Again, just like a lot of cuddly toys. Interesting here. It looks like is this like a door or window here? Not sure, but yeah, sewing eyes into him. I can imagine seeing a lot of this around the maze as well, like a lot of victims in a way being turned into the toys. That would be interesting. Oh, hold on. Let's get this grotesqueness in. Yeah. Jesus. Again, good makeup effects here. But yeah. Ugh. So yeah, sewing eyes in. Again, I'd love like a kind of a mishmash of things with this. It'd be really cool. Right, so Exodus construction. Play. My 8th roller coaster. Interesting. Would that be John Burton's 8th roller coaster? I'm not sure. It's someone's 8th roller coaster. Construction platform plates. I'm trying to see what this would be, and you can also see the forest there as well, so that's a bit of a hint. But yeah, nice little hint there to Exodus. Really cool. Oh, and this is the Exodus construction site here. Yeah, because yeah, this would be probably some of the demolition of Old Town. Yeah, you've also got the trees, the constructions. That's interesting. The linking that in. What was that she said? Hold on.
Those that choose to ignore this instruction will be sent to the reject room.
Will be sent. So those who ignore this instruction will be sent to the reject room. Now that sounds fun. That they're actually going to have like a room of rejects and stuff in it. That would be interesting. I've also heard that apparently this is going to be bigger than survival games. Like the scale of this, I don't know whether necessarily, because I think survival games still might be the most expensive, you know, like the most money they put into a maze. But this, it looks like with the marquee that they've got, it's actually going to be the biggest in size. So that'd be good. More space, and especially if it's going to be a linear maze, means that you'd probably be in there for quite a while, which would be good. But yeah, rejects room. That sounds that sounds interesting. Like you'd have like all like the toys that are in good condition, but then you have like the rejects that are kind of like different spare parts all put together. That would be good. Forever. Let's see this. So yeah, looks like this guy's being stuffed. You can see kind of I like how I'm pointing. Like yeah, I need to point with the mouse. Yeah, so you can see all this cotton. I'm assuming he's being stuffed with cotton in the middle. That's pretty cool. Ooh. Right, what'd you say on this bit? Yeah, it may experience a snippet of the inner workings. So yeah, they're changing the inside with cotton, I guess.
I do hope they become accustomed to our ways. Now, lights on, no toying around, and let the fun begin.
Oh, it does sound like the fun will begin. Yeah, this looks really good. I'm liking this angle, and especially like it feels like a bit of a different angle than the other years. You know, you've got Thea, who's like a very dark character. You've got the locksmith, who again feels like a very kind of dark character. With this, it kind of almost feels like a bit of a juxtaposition in a way. Like it's like a really sweet old lady, but she's doing these horrible, awful things, and in a way, it kind of feels a bit scarier than Fear or the Locksmith combined because of that. But yeah, looks really interesting. I'm assuming that we're going to get more teasers maybe for this maze, like more little snippets from the toy maker, and then eventually we'll find out what this maze is going to be called. I mean, I can imagine, was it Howl? Just going to double check. Yeah, so Howl's Toy Emporium. I could see that being the title of the maze, like Howl's Toy Emporium, or The Toy Emporium maybe. That would be good, if that was the name for it. But yeah, it looks really interesting. Whatever this is going to be, you know, I'm assuming this is going to be the third scare maze that they're doing. The other things that we've kind of had confirmed are Death's Doors, because construction's already started on that. Trailers, I can't see them getting rid of that anytime soon. I imagine survival games because they put so much money into it, and then that's the 3 mazes on the lineup taken up. I'm hoping the crows might come back in some form because they're one of the best things at Fright Nights. From what I have heard from certain sources, I know a lot of sources for these things, I've heard that Birthday Bash might not be coming back, but it's been replaced with another show. I'm hoping that might be with the same characters, so it's not necessarily Birthday Bash, but it's going to still have Hattie, Hugo, all those kinds of characters, or at least have that kind of same vibe, because I really love that show. It was genuinely the best thing at Fright Nights last year. I can imagine there might be something replacing Amity High as well, but yeah, it's looking like this is going to be a really good addition to the lineup. So I'll definitely be going to Fright Nights once this year. I'll be going on October 8th, but that means I'll only be able to do the mazes once at Fright Nights, so I'm going to see, depending on my budget, whether I can do another visit to Fright Nights maybe later in the month, just stay over for a night and then do kind of 2 days there, just to try and get some of the scare zones in and stuff, try and get, you know, some of the shows. I imagine Legacy might be back on, to try and get that in, do a set of mazes for a couple of days as well, so I can go through the mazes more. So hopefully I can go a few times to Fright Nights and, yeah, experience this event to its fullest. But yeah, I'm really interested in what they're building up with the toy maker. We're probably going to get a few more teasers. I imagine if it's only going to be focusing on the toy maker, we might get like 3 teasers. We might get another teaser just building up this world a little bit more, and then we'll get a 3rd teaser which will have the full reveal of the whole lineup, including the new maze. But yeah, until that comes, we'll just have to wait and see. So it might be my next video that I'm doing another reaction to one of these teasers. It could be a Scarefest announcement. That'll be a nice video. I think the next vlog I'll be doing is at Alton Towers Oktoberfest, which will be on September 9th when I'm going to be going on opening weekend. So yeah, hopefully that should be fun. So I guess until then, I will see you next time. Bye.